Here goes round 2. After losing to a pretty sweet Yorion Enchantress deck. Looking to try and turn it around from here. Maybe that Excavator is actually worth keeping around, considering I have this fetch land. And last game, the Enchantress one, I might have messed up also just by firing that Force of Vigor off as early as I did. I don't know, maybe it was better off to hold it to hit something more meaningful. I do not know. And how likely are they to Abrupt Decay right here? I feel like they're probably pretty likely to. So knowing that, I won't get rid of this forest. If there's no threat to my Reclaimer, I would have actually pitched the forest instead to give myself enough mana to Needle and then activate Reclaimer again. Yeah, this looks like Decay. This makes me happy. I did what I did. Let's see the Oko. I'm actually fire this Crop Rod off too before they can like agent next turn. Let's get another Cloudpost. Oh man, Force pitching Force. Alright, it's one more Cloudpost. We'll be about ready to cast this prime time. Oh shit, Karn. Maybe not. And playing against some funky decks this morning. I like it, but... yeah, let's just see what little bit of information we can extract from the rest of this. Start picking off my lands. I mean, that's the card I needed right there. Still, though. And they can still keep me off a land every turn via coding. Also, just once they find an Abrupt Decay, I'm just dead. It's like Snowko with Karn. Okay, now we're just dead. Just want to see the lattice. Lattice lock me. What if I somehow came back to win this? I really wanted to search up a Reclaimer there. Try and put some pressure on this. Fight through this. And then the next Reclaimer after that. I feel like I should just name Elf with this. It's going to be happening faster than this primetime will. If I draw a crop rotation, I could crop out whatever they coding. Just unlock that mana for that turn too. One might criticize me for sticking in this game, but I'm completely honest when I say we're not completely out of this yet. Interesting. Just gonna attempt to get Excavator here. I know it's not great, since I did already make my land drop, but if only I named Giant, I could kill this coding. Alright, that's happened. That happened anyway. This looks like an Abrupt Decay or something. An Uro. I see if they're thinning the deck before they Uro. Got their 2 decays. Probably 2 more left. A window. Alright, let's just take our chances from here. I'm gonna say coding. Could play the Chasm just to get rid of this Cavern. And that way, if I was able to get like an Excavator next turn, I could get this back and name Giant with it. It's probably time to play the Chasm next turn anyway. It's Uros coming down. Should probably wait a turn on... Yeah, I can maybe just go for green sun for prime time next turn if I draw the right land. Thinking this looks bad. Oh no, we are lattice locked. Let's take one more card. But let me tell you, we came pretty close. If you're watching this, be honest, you thought we were done for. But then you had some hope as that game went on. Alright, so this looks like typical Snowko. Yeah, if we can dodge that Abrupt Decay a couple more turns, I think we possibly take that game. I'll try this. If this Reclaimer can last a single turn, I'm going to search up Eye of Ugin immediately. Because we have everything else we need in hand here. First Cloudpost. Come on, one turn, one turn. Don't play a white source. No white source. No. I don't think there's anything they could play next turn to kill this. Maybe it's better to just cast it now, though, when they have less cards in hand. It'd suck if they, like, disenchant this, but... They don't have the green or the black here, which makes me want to chance it. Yes. Now we just, we definitely get the depths, or not depths, Eye of Ugin. Opposition Agent might be in their deck. Must be very careful. I could take him off the mana with this Astrolabe, but I think there's better things we could do with these forces. B2B. Oh, okay. Yeah, I won't make the stage anything just yet. Just make sure they don't play like back to basics. It's not worth gaining 1 extra life to potentially lose my stage to B2B. Plus, close to just having enough mana. I mean, I do have enough green sources to just start hard casting these forces if I need to. Misty Rainforest. Okay, it's fine. It's the black. I'm just gonna fire this off and see what we see. Ooh. Make the stage a Cloudpost. Just in case they're playing Opposition Agent, I think I'm gonna search with Eye immediately this next turn. We'll be worse off if they back to basics, but I'm not too worried about back to basics at this point. I'd rather like not like, lose my Ulamog or something. I should actually get Kozilek. Looks like a Hole Breacher, but whatever. Made my choice. It's not like I'm casting Ulamog at this point if they do back to basics. I'm just slamming this Kozilek next turn. Now they're tapped out. Nice. Pretty much everyone concedes when you cast Emrakul. A lot of people concede when you cast Ulamog. Kozilek, sometimes people will, sometimes they won't. But we got a concession there. Good old Snowko. Snowko and any kind of blue fair control deck. Those decks are the reason to play 12 post. If you're ever interested in picking this deck up yourself. If you have a lot of blue control players in your metagame, I recommend getting good at this deck. And feast on them. Taste their tears. And tears of salt. I'll try this. Alright, one question. Do I cast this Reclaimer off of Cavern? This makes me think that they have all the colors they need, so they are pretty likely to have a creature removal. So in that case, I'll save the Cavern. This is just good to fetch now before they can, like, agent. Come on, one turn, one turn. It's gonna get decayed. Oh, swords. Let's cast a Pithing Needle. Giant for this. Ooh. This usually comes back to bite me, but I'm gonna say Delta now. You never know. And I'll play the second one out. Naming Oko with this. What if they ended up getting, like, mana screwed from that? Good. Just do it now. Before there's any anti-tutoring shenanigans. So we have part of our game plan established now. Feeling pretty good about this. Oh, wow. Whenever I decide to attempt to search, I could preemptively kill their Astrolabe and take them off black. Let's just mana ramp for now. Jeez. And once I have the second green card, or another forest, then I can attempt this. It's okay. Aw, man. Okay. So in order to do this the way I want, I can just ramp this turn. Next turn play the Eye out. Try to Green Sun, and if they play Agent in response, I'll tutor up with Eye. Yeah. If they just been sandbagging it the whole time, like, my hat's off to them. So they're playing pretty well off my fears. Alright, let's try that now. I mean, imagine this is getting countered, so... Huh? Oh, just force. That's actually okay too, because now I can safely tutor. Yes, okay. Yeah, I don't want to speak too soon, but maybe opposition agent's not as terrible as I'm thinking. Like, I feel like we can sequence our plays to beat it against, like, these kind of decks that might be playing it. And if they're holding it, waiting to surprise us, and just not tapping out, then I feel like that's a win for us as well. But, yeah, interesting deck. 1-1. Hope you finish watching the rest of this league.